Alright, so it's interesting. It looks like they have a different picture for the different blueprint you use. You don't know anything about it, but this room seems suspicious the first time you saw it. You mean the one where you can't do anything? Yes, I'm sure every room in this game has something suspicious going on. It's like, you know, it's the main gameplay loop, right? Figuring out what's suspicious about each room. I'm sure the room with boxes will eventually be able to do something with. I just assume that that will be the case. Meow has this vision that while Randy's in character as the mad scientist of rock at an audio gig, Rand will meet a nice girl to ask out on a date. I hope your vision comes true. Meow, that's a very nice vision. I appreciate your vision for my romantic success. Alright. My package is here. You want to just instantly get my package? What was the first package we got? I honestly don't remember. Let's see what it is. I hope this isn't a waste of a room. Sleeping mask, gems, and keys. That is not a waste at all. What a start. Beautiful. Anything else in here? Like a random, I don't know, shovel or metal detector or compass or something? I don't see anything. What are you hiding? An illusion as you step into every room. Yes. Man, I'm gonna have my corners both cut off at the very beginning here. What are you hiding? An illusion! In every room. Found a coupon book on this table before, I think. Funeral parlor. So, prize equal to the red rooms in your house. So I currently have 0 red rooms. So if I get chapel to set up for funeral parlor later, it's going to lose me my money. But it'll set up funeral parlor to be better later. Paramount, Randy acquire a proper lab coat so as not to be confused with another by the nice girl that I'm going to totally meet. Okay. I'll try to remember the lab coat for my next gig. Drawing room, huh? Let's get the den. Get the den, get the gem. Anything else in the corner here? I see nothing. We want a dead end room here if we can. Storeroom. Cool. We'll have... if I go back through the chapel, it'll cost us our coin, but it's fine. Still get the key and the gem, which is nice. Nice start of consumables on this run. I have no idea what that is. Like the bottom of some cloth or something? I don't know. Pictures are weird. I'm assuming sometime I'll have to figure out what the pictures mean. You're guessing you can place the parlor early and then just add more red rooms and solve it for later on a larger prize. You know, that's an interesting idea. Maybe you can do that. I assume that when you place it was when it would set the number of gems reward. Might be something we have to check. Do I want the battery pack? Kind of don't want to lock down anything yet. Let's go kitchen. You'd save the code check for later. I kind of want to find... Is this working? Yes. I kind of want to find something first. What is that something? The workroom first. So I could buy the banana. Use up my coins. That would only be useful if I have to go to the chapel again where it'd be a waste of coins, so I won't do it yet. Not seeing anything in this room, am I? Turn the water, because I am the wet bandits. Working my way across. Turn up. We'll do the passageway here. Turns up. Breaker box. This could give me a lot of... I think you usually want to save this for later, but I usually don't have the gems for this later, so... I don't want to just do this. What do I think an audio guy should just... What? Do you think an audio guy should show up in skinny jeans, a Nirvana shirt, and sweatband? No, a lab coat will scream sophistication. I mean, how can I ever doubt when you say such spitting facts like that? Lose half my steps. That would be 30 step cost. Dark room would just be fine, actually, I think. Okay. We bedroom, we could get a really early full soft dead end. Maybe. Okay, completely and utterly guesswork here. This one. Oh, that was a good hallway. Nice. Not bad, not bad. Although maybe a bit of a waste of a hallway, to be honest. Okay. Misery. Let's get bedroom. This should... We could get a good dead end at this other one and get the dead end out of the pool. I think putting a dead end takes that room out of a pool. I don't know. There, you know, there was the experiment there. You can add rooms into the pool. Surely you can't... once you place a room, you can't find that room again. Surely. Would use up my only gem. Let's do boudoir, because I think there's the safe in there with the gem in it, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I believe that's right. A top hat, monocle, and sword cane really screams sophistication and true dapperness. I mean, I probably would be more likely to show up at a gig with that getup than a lab coat, to be honest. You completely agree, Mal? Yeah, completely agrees. Yeah. Because I have everything except the sword cane. I do have a walking stick. It's not quite a sword cane, but it's close. Alright, so that's dead end. Hopefully I didn't miss anything in these rooms. That was one of the 7 red letters, you think? Maybe? I've read it before, so I'm not rereading things currently. Where am I going? I'm going right to the passageway. Okay. Eight, factoring the one you'll never read. Right, right. Tossing an ascot. I'm truly vibing. I mean, you're basically describing my Christmas caroling outfit, to be honest. Alright, let's go to parlor. We should get... Well... Alright, maybe we test this. Maybe we place this, but don't go in there yet. Let's not go in there yet. I'm guessing there'd be 3 in there now, but if we get other red rooms, it'd be more. Lose half my steps. That would be 33 steps I'd lose. Let's go secret passage, I think. The vision calls for a lab coat, huh? We could spend 30 steps to test. I could. I don't want to do that yet. Alright, so what we do is we can do a red room, store room, bedroom room, green room, or hall room. Hallways, I think, are going to have the most locations to go off of, so let's do that. Whoa, aquarium! I've never had aquarium before. Oh man! All right, we gotta go. We gotta go aquarium. Although foyer would be nice because there's Great Hall, which I think this might be the room that the silver key door or the silver key opens. All right, aquarium is every color of room. We have to go there. I've never been there before. It also counts as a red room. Oh, you're right. So if I drain this, do all the fish die? Probably, I would assume. Place I could dig if I had a shovel. Gem, nice. We have to drain the water from here. Kill all the fish. Poor fish. What did they ever do to you? Now, which way do I want to go? Let's go right. Alright, I got keys for days. Do I want to use my gem? This could get me the shovel. It is my last gem. If we go to the parlor, funeral parlor, we can get gems, though. Shovel. Shovel. Damn, no shovel. No shovel. Sad. Pretty sure fish being out of water is bad for the fish. True, true. What's up, Vine Leaf? So buy keys. This will get me into the funeral parlor. I can get back to the funeral parlor already. So maybe I get the lavatory out of the pool. It is a red room for more gems, actually. Yeah. Let me see if there's anything in this room. Use a step to check. Is there ever anything in this room? I feel like I found something in here once, but I don't. Probably just like a gem or a key or something. Well, I have to dead end this, so we won't be able to fill in the entire place. That sucks. I should have gone and got gems first. Even if I got gems, though. I could have gone commissary. Alright, we're going to go down to the funeral parlor after this, so I don't have no gems for when I draft a room. That's a mistake that library book told me new people make. Talking crap about my noobness. Is there really nothing in this room? No keys, no magnifying glass, no nothing. No gems. All right, well, so I currently only have one way to go in this aquarium. If that has a gem, something locked behind a gem, we're screwed. So we need to go. We go to the funeral parlor and get gems. At least I have plenty of steps. The one good thing I can say about the progress we've made is we're not running out of steps like we were at the beginning of our playthrough, so that's nice. Is this where I'm going? Yes. Okay. So I think we should get 1, 2, 3, 4 gems. If we only get 2, that's because these are the only ones that counted when we drafted this one. If we get 4, actually 5 with the aquarium. So let's hope we get 5. Of course, I need to not fail this too. That would suck if I failed this after bragging about how good I am at it. What is this? Herbert S. Sinclair, Baron of Mount Holly, 1920 to 1993. To the dreams I keep, to the schemes I cling, to my task, let it last, let it sleep. To the friends I made, to the ends I braved, of the past let it last, let it sleep. To the steps I laid, just to call it a day, one last draft, let it last, let it sleep. To my soul bequest, to the last roll left, oh my mask, let it last, let me sleep. All right. Guess they had an open casket for his funeral. Just Always felt was a little creepy. Read the rules in case they changed. Always one, that's true. Always one, that's false. Only one box has a prize. Other two are always empty. It's the same. The white box does not have a statement. That's true. The gems are in a box with a statement. So this is true. This is no statement. So I don't know if it's true or false. Gems are in a box with a statement. If this were true, this would have to be false, but I don't think blank can be false. I think blank means it's neither true nor false. Is that one of the possibilities? There will always be at least one box which is true, at least one box which is false. So that means with no statements, it's neither true nor false. So this is true, this is false. So if this is false, then the gems are in a box without a statement. So the gems should be here. Yes! 5 gems, baby! Nice. All right. So that confirms when you open the chest, it's how many red rooms you've unlocked that you get. That's going to be huge, man. That's going to be huge for our consumables, I think. Gonna let backseaters know. Please do not backseat unless Rans asks for it. Thank you. I appreciate that. Maybe the blank one is being blank sarcastically. I'm gonna not assume sarcasm since that's not part of the rules. It's huge, I tells ya, huge. Okay. Green room, I guess. Does this room ever have shovel in it? Has the watering can. Can I use it? Press E. I can't use it yet. I wonder if this room will let me use it when I come out and come back in. Might test that. Garage. If I garage, I dead end this run. But I finally get garage. Is that right? Actually, maybe it doesn't dead end because it says you can get outside through the garage. If I don't do garage, I do commissary, and then we're looping back and basically dead end anyway. We need power for garage. Or else we can't open the door. Yeah, you're probably right. It's like the boiler room, right? You have to have the boiler room for power. And we have yet to get power to the pump room, the laboratory, or the garage. I mean, I think I'm going to go there anyway because it's a room I've never been to. Is that what I'm going to do? Nothing, everything is dead-ending me anyway. So I'm just going to go to the garage. We have to check it out. Oh, this is the car we saw in that vision of the house being messed up. Yeah, it looks like you need the breaker box, or the boiler room to bring power, is what it's looking like. All right, well, at least let's explore the room, see where the keys are. Okay, we got a note. Christoph, this is the 3rd time this month you and the car have been gone when your services were required. I don't care how long you've been driving for his lordship. Your absences must be accounted for. Mrs. Babbage. Okay. I don't see any keys. Ah, here they are. Oh. Oh, I thought one of those was like a silver key. What is this? Paging Dr. Pee-wee, Dr. Herman, please come in. Okay, well. Swan song. There's probably a hint for the password, I guess. Okay. Well. So yeah, I wonder if this is how you open the garage if you have power. All right, so we need garage after we found, I think, boiler room. I believe that's what I'm seeing, that this is the power line to it right there. Although there's a secondary power line. There is in the break room a switch for garage. I don't know if... I feel like the lights being on means the breaker room switch is working. It's the garage door power that's off. Red light on that means it needs power, yeah. Is there anything I can do? Nah. Anything I do outside? Watering can. I can test spare green room if I go in here. E. It gave me a gem. Okay. So I can go out and come back in. Another green room. Oh, aquarium counts as a green room. Man, this is probably the most gems I've ever had. Because this is also a green room. Alright, so now I'd have to refill the watering can. Which, let's go see if we can refill in the kitchen. Since we're not doing anything, I might as well test some stuff. Watering the aquarium is kind of funny to think about. Yeah, I know, right? What are we watering? There it is. Refill can. Beautiful. And it only works the first time you go into a green room, right? First time you enter each green room. Okay. Alright. I guess I go flip a coin to my Twitcher and call it a day. Which I gotta go through the chapel to get out, I think. So I'll have one coin to flip there. Gotta make sure all that water stays wet. Good point, good point. If the water wasn't wet, how could it be water anymore? Okay, I just always check this. All right. So we learned that for the garage, like the laboratory, I think it's a laboratory, we need power from the boiler room. All right, not much we got to do that day, but we did learn that. We did learn that. Feels like we got a bit of a waste of the package that we got in the mailroom, sadly. But it's fine. The Red Villa. And in our coat check right now is a battery. I saw that allowance just spawn in. I saw it. Alright, what do we got here? Let's not block off the back corner like I often seem to do. No watering can this time. A gem, though. Nice. Coat check. I can get my battery pack. Let's get one of each item. Probably don't care about the coat check, battery pack, till we see if we're going to get a workshop. Are those dog tags? I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Like military dog tags? I'm not sure. Okay. Wow, early security. That seems really good. You think it's a price tag? So something that costs 10 gold or something like that? Okay, I always check the room, see if there's anything in here. I never seem to find anything in this room. Room is too useful for them to put actual items, probably. Alright, so we turn security down and turn the keycard stuff off. Security level low. Offline mode unlocked. Back. And we should log into network. What is it again? It's Swan Song. I should write that down, actually. Okay. Utilitary Mogdags. Yes, yes. Alright, so... we still can't do data transfers. Still have no email. Okay. Okay, so they only become online, which I've never seen the shelter, once you draft that room. Okay. Okay, funeral parlor. Set that up for the red rooms. Place to conveniently come get gems once we get some other red rooms. Okay. Last time I didn't go in the room. This time I'm going in the room, but I'm not doing anything until we draft other red rooms to get more gems. So I'm not even going to read the puzzle for now. Spread gems in each green room. This only works... Okay, well this will put a gem in the spare green room. So this spends a gem to get a gem. If we had other green rooms already, this would be really nice. Spend a gem to get a gem. Oh, patio counts as its own green room, so we get 2? It spreads to itself? I have shovel, do I? No. It does spread to itself. Okay, now I know. So it counts itself when doing those things. Good to know. Alright, if we get a shovel, we can dig here. I will need to go back to that green room to get a gem at some point. Early closet would be good, you think? Courtyard. So this won't have a gem because the spread only happens when you click it, right? Let's go den. This seems good. I think that's the first time I've had a spread actually do anything, so I don't know the exact mechanics of it. I assume that when you open the room, that's when it spreads, and if you add stuff that fits that condition later, it won't work later. I'm going to go back now to spare green room to get the gem before we get any further away. Nice. Hey, I just picked up that gem. Closet, commissary. Okay, these are all dead ends. Which dead end would I prefer? Probably the one that doesn't cost me gems. Could maybe get me a shovel or something. Okay, get a shoes, not great. A reroll can be good though. When traveling longer distance across the estate and grounds. Okay. So the shoes do have a chance to proc when you move from one room to the other, I think is what that's saying. Do I go right or left? Alright, this room gain 2. I mean, this could dead end on the left side. I mean, I've been not exploring the full left side a lot. I wonder if I need to stay on the left side to have a chance of getting boiler room into garage. I have 1 key right now. The observatory, I guess. Right, what do we get on our 8th day of observatory stuff? Clavis the key. I get a single key. Alright. I'm checking because I feel like I remember there being 1 negative thing, but maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe it's always a positive boon. I haven't been checking that every time because I don't think it does anything for me. Alright. Alright. Do I use a gem for the drawing room, or do I use this so I just use 1 gold? Either one only gets 1 out, so probably being able to reroll, although I can redraw with that as well. Let's save our gems. Spend the gold, save our gems. Check the pews. Anybody leave any money in the seats? No. Okay. Coat check would end our run. Commissary. This gets us a key. Again. Save our gems. Go Nook. Do have a reroll. Oh, is that a coupon book I'm seeing? Coupon book. Alright. Purchases cost 1 less gold. Man, we're having a very snake-like run right now, which is not great. I want to get the bottom ones grabbed. I'm hoping to get a corridor or a hallway with a 4-way. I need a 4-way. Even if it's red, I might take a 4-way right now. Okay, courtyard is great. Take that. Use a gem. Hey, our shovel! Beautiful. I think we did have some stuff to dig up in other rooms. I wonder if I should not dig yet in case I get the experiment. I might need the gems. So if I got like 1 gem, I want to have at least 2 gems. Single coin, okay. Freezer. Yeah, spending all my gems. Alright, commissary keeps the thing, keeps it alive. Let's spend 3 on a gem. Oh, it only costs 2 because coupon book! GG coupon book. Now that's a waste of a passageway. Okay. Alright, library's pretty good though. Alright, so we have a new book to read through. Get ready, everybody. We're reading Swimbird. Who was the last borrower? Anne Babbage, Mrs. Peterson, Simon. Huh. Was that me as a kid? Mrs. Peterson, Mrs. Peterson. Herbert J. or S. Sinclair, whatever. I think that's a J. Alright, Swimbird by Marion Marigold, Ruffington Red Publishing. I am a dare bird. Oh, this is the bird that my character loves so much. Okay, this must be my character's favorite book. I am a dare bird, a daring and brave bird, diving so deep bird, a ride on the wave bird. There is not a dare I would not do. There is not a depth I would not dive to. However, my friends are not very open to the idea that I like the sky less than the ocean. Bird in the sky, not in the sea. That is what they say when looking at me. You are not seabird, you are not swimbird. If you are friend bird, fly in the wind, bird. And shouldn't you always listen to friends? For they know me best, or so they pretend. So I dare not dive, and I dare not swim, and I dare not step foot in the ocean again. And I dare not smile, and I dare not laugh, for they will do it for me and on my behalf. And I dare not dream, and I dare not speak, for maybe my friends won't like the real me. And I will say goodbye to my dreams and the sea, and wonder why daring feels just like defeat. What a depressing kid's book! Alright, so Dare Bird likes to swim, but his friends make fun of him for swimming. Oh my god. What a depressing, depressing kid's book. May need gems here. I need to go back to the red room and get gems before I try to open the next one with a rare tag. You might be right. How many will I get? I'll only get 2 gems, and I'll have to spend a gold to get all the way back there. Let's finish. Nah, I'm not going to do that. It costs me too much to backtrack that far currently, I think. +1 key for each bedroom in your house. Aquarium. Will count as a red one. I don't want to freeze my stuff or else I end this run. I don't want to end it yet. So let's go aquarium. It's 2 runs in a row with aquarium, or maybe one then another. Shovel. Damn. We can get a red room in the end here. That would be good. Mail rooms. We could order something. We get the breaker box set up. Probably a breaker box. We could do the security thing. I'm willing to backtrack. Mail room for items the next day. These are both decent choices. Let's go breaker box. Gymnasium off. Dark room. We'll just turn it off. Garage on. Keycards off. I don't have nearly as many steps as I've had in previous runs. Maybe we can get lucky and find a pump room to drain the aquarium this time. Alright, I go back to Funeral Parlor to get gems now. A lot of backtracking. Let's go see if the courtyard is gonna end our run. If we need gems for this, I will have wished I had gone to the parlor. It's going to get me 3 gems. It's going to cost me my 1 gold. This is probably going to be my best opportunity. So I can go back, go through the security room to do the other security room thing. So I'll take my 1 gold, and I won't have any gold to take away next time. So now we turn security high. Because all the keycard doors should be off. There we go. High and unlocked. Very good. Okay, here's our funeral parlor. We should get 3 gems if I do this right. The other 2 statements have identical wording. This box and the blue box are both empty. This box and the white box are both empty. Okay, so this is false. So one of these is true. This box and the blue box are both empty. If that's true, then this is where the thing is. This box and the white box are both empty. This box and the white box are both empty. So, identical wording would mean white would be here or blue would be here. So we know that this one's false. So at least one of these is true. If this one is true, then this box has the gem. If this one is true, then this one has the box. This one has the gems. So I think they're both true. This box and the blue box, this box and the white box, they're both telling the truth about being empty. So it's in here. Should get 3 gems here, I think. Nice. Okay. Alright, so now we gotta make our way back to the courtyard now that we got gems. We're gonna go through the chapel. It won't cost us anything, thankfully. This has been one of our less good days for steps, sadly. We didn't get the sauna yesterday. Yesterday was not a good day for our blueprint building. We have gems and we also have a reroll in the worst case. True, true. Okay, we got keys. Dining room is quite good here. Showroom. Luxury items for sale. I've never been in the showroom. Do I go there to unlock it and use my gems? I think I just go dining room because it's got our best bet for the run continuing. I think that might be only the first or second time I've seen that that option. Yeah, I know we have 0 gold for the luxury room. Passageway, be a bit of a waste. Drawing room. I wish drawing room was turned. If you could turn your rooms, maybe the game would be too easy then. You do get 1 free reroll on the draw from this. Let's do it. It's less expensive. Look for any items. I don't see any items. Lose 2. This won't affect us because we have the power off. I think. I'd rather get something that can go up and across. Let's do the free reroll. Okay. Alright, passageway, use my last gems. Yeah, everything else is a dead end. Office, I could spread gold. It would dead end us, but we could maybe get our gold, but then we'd have no gems. But, I mean, if I go here, we have no gems. Let's go passageway, I guess. Lose half of my steps, huh? So I don't have any gems for that. No longer be able to see all 3. Let's go with that. It's better than losing half my steps, I think. Nice. Anytime we see one of these doors, it's basically free. No key needed. It's very nice. So I'm going to go down first, which is this way. Did I miss any items? I don't think I missed any items. Well, I got no gems, so we'll just dead end the furnace. Do I even go in there? I do see a place to dig, so we got a brick. I got a rock. Alright, nothing in here. Now I'm more likely to draw red rooms because of this one. Oh wait, is there something there? No. Furnace is kind of worthless, I guess. Okay, use my last key. I have 0 consumables. lets me go everywhere. And we don't have the negative side because we turned the lights out. That's good. So I could go here and just get 4 gold, and I could do a random one to try to fill it in. Let's go random. Damn it. Alright. Well, we're just getting all the red rooms, apparently. If this requires a key, I can't do anything. Imagine the parlor now. I know, right? We'd have so many gems. Well, I don't have any gems, so I could redraw or I could lose half of my steps. Which would be, what, like 13? I don't know if it's rounded up or rounded down. Redraw. We're about to be the end of our thing here. Dark room. What do we get? We got... Ooh, boudoir. Not bad. Not bad. This could give us... I think this will give us 1 gem, right? Oh, and this was the red note you were talking about, that there's... Oh, yes, it says number 4. Okay, it did say number 4 on it. So that one about Herbert being mad with somebody for them not caring about Marion is note number 4, in case that's important to know. Okay. So many red rooms we've got in this run. Ooh, that was a good one. It blocks off our passage, but gets us gold, gets us steps, and does not block us off. That's very nice. This might get us to foundation, which would be great. 2 dead ends, although this could give us diamonds. We really wanted to turn right. Do I gamble on that? Do I get the gems for the dining room? Let's go random, see what we get. We got lucky, actually. Nice, our shoes just procced. So it didn't cost us anything to get in here. And we are now to the foundation. Oh, we can go here forever now. I only had to do that once. Cool. I still don't know what key I need, though. You know, it's not a silver key or a normal key. And surely it's not a key card that goes into an actual keyhole. Do I think items can spawn at the bottom of the elevator? I don't know, and I don't really want to test it on this run where I'm so short on steps. If we get to the end of this run and can't do anything else, we'll probably test it. Damn. Requires key. Are both these going to require keys? Well, I can't do anything now, so... Well, I have one place to go, but I gotta go a long way around. So I guess we'll test this. We'll use 1 step, or maybe it's 2 steps right now to test it. I would guess no. But I've only been to the... whatever this room is called. Elevator shaft or whatever once, so who knows. It's called the Foundation Underground. Picture of a fan, picture of... was that flan or something? Okay, yeah. Looks like no items. So 0 for 2 on items spawning down here. Did it use a step? I have 24 steps. Let's find out if he used a step or not. Or if it considers us in the same room. I was at 24. I'm now at 24. Okay, so it doesn't cost us a step to do that, so that's good to know. We're considered in the same room. I need to go back down and around to dining room. At least we can check every time. That upgrade card may have been one off. The upgrade card, which... Oh, did I get an upgrade card? Where did I get that last upgrade card from? I forgot where I get it from. I forget where I got it from, actually. Did I get it from down there? Well, the upgrade card's definitely a one-off, if that's what you're talking about. We got an upgrade card at the bottom of the elevator. Yeah, those are one-off. The other one I got was in the office. I mean, there's no way you can just farm those, right? That would be stupidly overpowered. Please don't be locked. Okay. Alright, so I need keys. Oh, I can make the laboratory. I don't know if I have anything to combine in the laboratory. There usually is an item in here. If I could get the battery, maybe we could test something now, but... No, this isn't the workshop, it's a laboratory. I keep getting that confused. Laboratory, workshop are different. I get laboratory, workshop confused every time. Any keys? I see no keys. Alright. What experiment can we run to save this? Let's log into network first. Swan song. Yeah, experiments are fun. I've done, I think, 2 or 3 so far. I can go to remote terminal access, go to security one and see if I've missed any keys anywhere. Nope, I missed nothing. Okay. I only have one room to, like, work with right now. Next 3 times you open a locked trunk. I'm not doing that. Whenever you spend 2 or more gems drafting a room, I have 0 gems. For each bedroom you draft after your second, add gold to your allowance. Wow. Gain 1 key for every 2 hallways in your house. Gain 1 key, 1 gem, or 1 gold selected randomly. So it has to be this. Permanent gold seems amazing, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to draft anything. I think it's worth going for. Nothing to lose. Well, I have the chance to lose that I draft a bedroom here and get a diamond that lets me draft another room. So there is stuff to lose, but it's all RNG, so I only have one thing to open because everything else is locked. So I have to hope this doesn't lock and then it's a bedroom. So I've had 2 bedrooms so far, right? I have had 2 bedrooms, so if I do a bedroom, I will get a permanent upgrade. Here it is, moment of truth. Are you locked? You're not locked. Okay. Well, this will let me go back into the foundation, but it won't do anything for me. Alright, GG. Oh, this counts as a bedroom? Oh. Your allowance has been raised. Ha! I always wondered why it was purple on the bottom right and red everywhere else. Okay, alright. Well, we got a permanent 1 extra allowance and pray for a key. I don't think items ever spawn in the mage chambers. I don't think items ever spawn in any of the red rooms. Except maybe dark room when you turn the light on. I did get gold from the chapel once. Alright, well, we got a permanent allowance upgrade, so that's, you know, better than nothing. Better than a kick in the teeth, true. Alright, let's go flip a coin and call it a day. Probably one more run through here. Which way do I go? This way and then across. How do I get out of here? Corridor. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Courtyard, corridor, nook. There it is. I went the wrong way. I didn't get food unlocked because we didn't get to level 8. Rank 8, whatever it is. Well, we found aquarium twice, but neither times have we found aquarium and the pump room to empty out the aquarium and kill the poor fish. Rand did all his chores. Here's your allowance. So I think that means we start with 3 gold every day in our allowance now. Alright, let's check this. I haven't done anything that should open it, but I'm just going to keep checking this. To get the opportunity. No. Alright, call it a day. It's going to be probably another red... whatever it's called. Red grounds or red house or red mansion or whatever. Oh, it was a garden manor this time. Really? Surely I had more reds than gardens. Okay, cool. Fill the core pish. Okay. Alright, day 14. I wonder what the average number of days it takes a player to beat the game. Three monies, okay. Definitely dead. Great start. Give me that gem. Money, closet. Let's get money. What is the end goal in this game? To find room 46. And if you count, there are 45 rooms. So we have some very cryptic message that we were bequeathed this mansion with the caveat that we only get to keep it if we find room 46. But yes, we also want to make friends. Okay. Early wine cellar for gems seems good, actually. So that is our goal. Our goal is to find room 46, which I'm assuming it's the exit from the top of the antechamber up there, but I've never even gotten into the antechamber yet, so just a guess. Just a guess. Okay, so we already have access to this room from there, so if I do spare green room, that gives us access further north. Is there anything in there that I can see? No, so let's explore the bottom rooms first. Funeral parlor. It's the only one that's not a dead end, but storeroom does get me early key. Let's go ahead and do that. Can't find room 46, just burn the place down so nobody gets it, huh? Yeah. Goal is to get rich or die trying. It feels like I'm backtracking a lot, but trying to follow the rules of that book said we want to do the lower rooms first. Alright, well, this is basically a dead end. Which do I want a dead end with? Chapel that I don't go in, so that funeral parlor gives me more gems, nook for a key, or every time I get a bedroom, I gain extra steps. I have no keys so far. I think getting chapel out of the pool is good. That sounds pretty good too. Alright. Can I see if there's gold on there so I don't have to go in there and spend my gold? I don't think I see gold in there, so my plan is to never actually go in the chapel. Don't spend the steps or the gold that I would need to get in there. I don't want a dead end yet. West Wing Hall's quite nice. I hope these aren't locked doors. Thank goodness. Breaker box, drafting studio. I would use 2 of my gems, which is feels very bleh. I draft this, it makes funeral parlor better. This one does let me fill in the room. What is my goal? Is my goal to fill in all the rooms? It's an open casket until he catches a shotgun blast to the dome. Okay. Let's do breaker box. I feel like maybe I do the breaker box too much, but I really like getting the key stuff set up. What happens if we go in a dark garage? I've never done that before. I don't know if we'll get garage, but might be interesting to try. I have a feeling this is going to require a key. Nice, it does not. And there's garage, okay. Okay, so if we can get... So, we have to... In order for garage to work, the power has to lead, so we need the doors to follow. Damn it. So if I do the garage, I'm not going to be able to open the doors, right? I think we just do the keys too for the garage, but... Seems frustrating that we have to do things in a very specific order. Oh, I thought I turned the power off in here. Seems like you have to get really lucky to get into certain rooms, like to get outside, to get power to certain rooms. You just have to get super lucky. Don't have a shovel, damn. Might as well try power in the garage on. It's weird because the lights are on. So if I do this, nothing happens, right? I mean, it's right next door. Let's try it. I thought I already had that in the last one. We're wasting some steps to give this a test, but... It's green. Okay, alright. I guess we don't need to get super lucky that I was just whining about. Okay, it worked. Friggin' worked. Let's go explore the grounds for the first time. Let's go see if I can open the door and get a permanent open door, I hope. This is probably going to use a bunch of my steps, but this is the first time we've been out here. We got to take advantage. Is it just a latch? We really couldn't have just reached over and gotten the latch. That's so goofy. Westgate has been permanently unlocked. Alright, there we go. Yeah, we really couldn't have reached through there and unlatched that. That would just be rude. And being rude is the last thing we want. This must be the outdoor drafting that Gunther was talking about. Hovel. Special floor plans now cost additional steps instead of diamonds. Root cellar. Rooms in your house will be more likely to contain dig spots. Shelter. Protects you from the negative effects of the next 3 red rooms drafted. Ooh. Ooh. Shelter looks frickin' OP, man. I don't have a shovel for that. We can do the start. This is the start of every day. It'll cost us a couple steps, I think, but this seems super OP. Sexy saxophone solo. Oh, computer in there too, yeah. Alright, we got a letter. Remain where you are for now. Given that the Red Guard is due tomorrow, we've agreed with your plan and have disabled remote access to the other terminals and have sealed the network mainframe. Regardless of the danger, I am still not willing to risk removing shelter from the draft pool while the 3 of you are down here. Our best bet is to sit tight and hope for a little bit of luck. Goodness gracious. So, somebody was hiding here from the feds. I think we can connect this, though. Mount Holly Bomb Shelter. Log into network. Swan Song. Alright, we have the 3 different things all connected now, I think. Alright, so. Electronic mail, does it work here? Does not allow access for electronic mail. Only in the office. Okay. Data transfers? Not currently available. Already done glossary of terms. There might be more stuff unlocked. I don't really want to read through all that again. Staff services. I ordered a sledgehammer last time. I don't know if it ever came in or not, so do that again, I guess. Oh, no, it must have been last run that I had security and laboratory available. Okay. So, I guess I'll check. Anything new? There's probably something new here. I don't know what it is, though. Yeah, I don't know. Alright. Cool. Oh, there's a safe. Time lock safe. How the hell does that work? No idea. Okay. Something on the PC? Was there anything about it safe on the PC? You mean checking the glossary of terms? Oh, time lock safe. Can be accessed by setting an unlock date and time. You can use any date and time as long as it's at least 1 hour in the future. Once unlocked, the time safe will remain open for 4 hours. I don't know what day I'm on. So I was supposed to figure out what date we're on today. I have no freaking clue. I've seen... You know what? I checked out a book. And I read it yesterday or the day before. And I think it gives you the month. Do I want to check my VOD for that? You could check the VOD. Well, you can start working on it. Maybe I will too. Save scum. No, it wouldn't be save scum. I'd have to do this. I'd have to scroll through the VOD to check, which, you know, benefit of being a streamer. I can check the VOD. Alright, so I gotta find library. Okay, so is this day right here, which was, I don't even know how many days ago this was. About 30 minutes ago, it's probably the previous day. Good thing I checked the thing so much. Okay, we're currently in the library, is that right? There's a library. Okay, I think I've already read the book, haven't I? I've already read the book. So it's when we first go in the library. Okay, we haven't been in the library yet. This, I think, gets us the library, right? Yes. Good job, Past Rand. November 19th, 1993. And that was... What day was that? What day are we on right now? How do I move this? I think I can check my day if I do this. I'm on day 14. So day 13 was November 19th. So this day should be November 20th, 1993. What hour? No idea how to know the hour, to be honest. Maybe it goes by steps. November 20th would be today, because yesterday was the 19th, I think. Gosh, what time does our day start? You start the day at 8 a.m. Every hour is 7.5 minutes long. So I would guess 4:13 right now. Oh my god, 7.5 minutes long. What if I just keep doing this? It'll probably tell me not far enough in advance, right? It didn't tell me that, actually. Oh, that's AM. Let's go like 2 p.m. What's radiation monitor? Measurement of the radiation levels detected in the house and surrounding grounds. They're often spiked by experiments conducted. If the reading is 12 USV or higher, emergency protocol will initiate and all doors in the house will automatically unlock. USV levels. 0.07 USV. Wow, okay. Alright, you open? No. Oh my gosh, okay. So I guess I can do this at the beginning of each day and set it for 9 a.m. for the day. If you run an experiment, you can come here and unlock all doors. Don't I have an experiment running right now? No, that was the previous day, wasn't it? Wow, it's kind of crazy. I guess I could find out the time if I run into... Is it the den that has the time? Do I use the... Do I use my steps to figure out what time it is? I think I do. Let's go do it. Because the den has all those clocks in it. You can't do 9 a.m. By the time you get to the shed, 9 a.m. is less than an hour away. Okay, so it needs to be more than an hour away. It's 10 a.m. is the minimum, okay. Alright, we started at 8 a.m. What time is it right now? Right now it is 10:15. So if I do... Is that PM? Is that PM or AM? What do we think, chat? It's probably PM, right? There's no way we've only been on this one for 2 hours. In-game. I think I have to set it for midnight. And then hang out in here. Which would be the next day? Oh man, now we have the next day. I don't know. Time spent in menus doesn't count. It must be AM. Oh, so you think it's only 12? Okay, so if we do 12 p.m. on the day we started, you think that's probably right, huh? think we spent most of our time in menus. Whoops. Alright, so we just gotta sit here and wait now. I assume we'll hear it unlock. I hope we got the days right. I will say I'm not a big fan of a mechanic in the game that makes you wait around a lot, but I have a feeling this might be something you have to do multiple times. So I put down that day 13 was November 19th. We're on day 14th, which should be November 20th. So now I know the day we're on, and if this opens within the next, gosh, 14 minutes, you did this, and yes, it's unfun. All right, well, how will I know if it's right? I'll only know if it unlocks, but I don't know how fast time is passing. You can go and come back. It stays open for 4 hours. I'm really worried that if I do that, I'll miss it. Why don't they give you a clock, like a watch or something? You watched the clock outside. Is the clock outside? Oh, I'm wasting steps, but let me see. That clock there? So it's almost 11 now. Alright, so we do have to wait. I guess I'll explore the grounds while we wait. Hope I don't use too many steps exploring the grounds. Hopefully it's something really good like an update disc that's a permanent upgrade that makes it worth all the wasted time it feels like we have wasted time it feels like we have to use. Expecting to oh, that's all that's here. So the driveway is in a different place every time. That's crazy. Well, I would have to use a lot of steps while I wait here. You haven't found any other wait around puzzles, thankfully, but you haven't seen everything. Well, I can't waste my steps. It feels too wasteful. Wasting feels too wasteful. So God, is that going really slow? I feel like that's going really slow. I don't know if y'all can even see it, but I think I'm seeing 1050 right now. It's going to be like 7 minutes. It's going to be more than 7 minutes if it's 7 minutes per hour. Because we still haven't even hit 11 a.m. yet. We're about to hit 11 a.m. Alright, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna waste the steps. Can't be bothered to sit around. I hope I'm right that it's 12 p.m. that I set it for. This is the training wheels wait around puzzle. I don't know what that means. I hope that doesn't mean we're training us to wait around for other puzzles, because that's not fun. Forcing the player to sit around and wait seems like a really... I don't want to say bad mechanic, but it's pretty bad. It's pretty not fun. Unfun, probably the best way to say it. Two gems left. Green rooms not cost gems to draft. Could be very good. This one does not block us off. I'm gonna go for terrace. And hope I can get some other green rooms to randomly come up. But I only have one place to draft, so if it's not a green room, that could be really bad. If it's the green house, that's a dead end, that would also be bad. Okay. No green room. Okay, passageways. Really good. Uses all my gems. We'll go for it. Hopefully we'll get green rooms off of here. That will be free. I do have keys and gold. Do I want steps? Do I want items? If I can get a gem, that would be good. I can get keys. Let's go and get items. Reroll is great. And there's supposed to be 2 items in here. Shoes. Alright. Been nice when I was running around outside. Okay, so I don't have the gems for this. I could reroll. Archives is actually pretty nice. Other than the whole, you can't see one of your things. It's fine. Oh yeah, it's neutralized by the safe house. You're right. Good call. So that one was neutralized, and the next 2 red ones are neutralized. Good call. Completely forgot. First time I've had that proc, so we shouldn't even have to worry about that. See no items in here. Boiler room. This could let me get power to something. Could it? Does boiler room go through archives? I think it actually does. I don't have gems. Frick. Let's do the order placed, I guess. Oh! I was gonna say, is there nothing in here? Metal detector, beautiful. Alright, how are we doing on time, I wonder? Let's get one more room from the archives and then we'll go backtrack and see if we're close to 12. It's open for 4 hours, so I probably don't have to worry too much. Did we figure out what the boiler room does? Yes! It turns on power for other rooms. Oh, this will cancel this out. So I don't even lose my half steps. Beautiful. It's one of the best ones to cancel out, I think. Maybe the maid room would be a good one to cancel out. Have I done funeral parlor yet? If I haven't, I can go back there and get a ton of gems from this stuff. 1 key for each bedroom in your house, but I don't have gems. Okay, let's go courtyard, because I think I don't have shovel. Do I have metal detector? Could be a shovel in here. I'm gonna use a key here. Who knows if I'll find hammer. If I get gems, it'd be nice. Okay, multiple rerolls is great. Alright. I didn't walk into parlor, that's why. I don't know if walking into it makes it count as a red room or what, I don't know. Conference room. So if I spread things, they'll all be in there. That could be quite useful. Any metal detector items? We've read that red note multiple times. All right, let's go check our timing. Again, I'm probably wasting so many steps walking back and forth, but I really want to see what we're gonna get from whatever's in the time safe. It's my last key. Dark room. So I think it'll cancel out that too. Although I will need to turn that back on, right? If I want to Actually, I don't know. I'll have to test that. I had 4 rooms. You thought the weight room was gone. You must have walked into one of them. Must not have walked into one of them. Did the weight room go off? The weight room didn't go off. I never walked in the... Did I walked into the funeral parlor. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what you're saying, Chopsy Doodle. Alright, it's about to hit midnight. Let's go see if we did this right. The next, like... Whoa, almost went the wrong way. Next, like, couple of minutes. Yeah, I drafted the safe room after I did funeral parlor and chapel. So those, I think, should be exempted because it says the next 3. So archives, weight room, and dark room should be canceled. If I understand it. You were so confused? Okay, well, hopefully that clears up the confusion. It did say the next 3. So I'm hoping dark room won't actually be dark when I draft. Alright, we're going to sit here and wait. If this doesn't open, we either got the wrong day or it is midnight. I feel like it'd be a little confusing if the time keeps going and, like, we hit the next day. Like, it's November 20th this day. If it hits midnight and then keeps going, is it then November 21st? Do I have to keep track of every single day? I'm used to drafting outside the start of each day. Yeah, well, I didn't have the opportunity, so it was different for me. If I end at 1 a.m., will the next day be that same calendar day? You're not sure if people have tested it? Surely somebody's tested this by now. You've never waited till midnight or past, to be honest. You actually don't know if you can. So far. Should be soon. God, did I get my day wrong? So annoying that you have to figure out the day. Bam! Frickin' GG. Alright, we have note letter 7. Who is saying this? This is Courtney. Dear Uncle, the disappearance of my cousin Mary has long sat unfavorably with me and my father, and I will freely admit to you that the chilly airs of indifference you may have felt in my presence can be attributed entirely to the suspicions that I have harbored for these past years. Suspicions entirely aimed at yourself, and while I have never had the opportunity to prove it, I felt very strongly that you had some deeper involvement in those events 6 years ago. The circulating rumors of those months did nothing but further reinforce my convictions in this fact. Those of us that are once bitten are twice shy, and I am aware of the cost my aggressively aloof behavior has had on the social standing of our family. I do not apologize for my actions, though I am now willing to admit that the conclusions I reached may have been flawed. Last week I had a confidential conversation with one of our mutual acquaintances, a conversation that has shed more light on this mystery than all of my father's countless fruitless inquiries over the years. I now have reason to believe that you were in fact responsible for smuggling my cousin under cover of night across the Red Border to the southern seafront, and I believe this may have occurred in September, a full 7 months after she was reported missing. A date that coincides not with her public disappearance in February, but instead with the notable theft of the Ruby Crown. If the Blackwater insurgents were in fact responsible for the heist as some have claimed, I believe this scenario entirely plausible. The fact that 2 of the Crown's 8 rubies have now surfaced has given me renewed optimism that she is still alive. Alive, safe, and finally free. Perhaps my willingness to accept such a sensational story betrays my own desperation. Desperation for answers, desperation for hope, and desperation for a narrative in which you are not the villain. In that distant land we all dream of, the land where the strangling crimson curtains draped across our sky are pulled back, and the windows and shutters of discontent flung wide open. In that distant land I pray one day to find our Marion safe, happy, and absolved. Alright, so Courtney is Marion's cousin. I assume the uncle they're talking about is our grandfather. And, there was some heist with these It's crown jewels or something that everybody keeps talking about. All right, what's the best way to continue going? Back in the garage to the courtyard's probably the best way. Do I need to go back to the utility closet to turn on the dark room? I'm not sure if it's worth it. It would cost me like 4 steps to do that. Hopefully I don't have to keep track of all the days anymore. But at least I have day 13 as November 19th, so I can, you know, use that as a reference. Oh, nice, our sneakers protect us from losing a thing there. Okay, do I go here? Turn darkroom on. I might as well. There might be an item in there that maybe I could have even seen if my metal detector didn't tell me. Hope I'm going the right way. Crap, I have to go... Jeez, I have to go all the way around, don't I? I did not go the right way to save steps. Although I did if I wanted to save steps while also... Okay, let's do this. While also turning the utility closet on. So let's get gems. There are 3 boxes in this room, that is true. 2 boxes in this room are empty. I believe that's also true. This box is one of the 2 empty ones. That should be false. 3 boxes in this room, yes. 2 boxes are empty. That should be true. So this has to be false. So this box is one of the full ones then. We should get a bunch of gems here. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 gems, I think. Problem is I'm out of keys, but gems for days! Nice. Paying off for that gamble we took to gain gems. How did I find out about the outer room? Getting out of the garage, Gunther. We had to find the garage and then get the utility closet to turn on the power to open the garage door, which let us get out onto the grounds, which let us open that side room, the side grounds, whatever it's called. So now when we start each day, we can go out and draft that room out there. So I assume you've watched other streams where the person each day goes and opens that outside door, which I hadn't had access to yet. So, but it said it was a permanent thing, so. We have 2 red. Oh. Why did that click for in here? Gosh, I hope I didn't just... Apparently it clicked before I even got into the room, which is a little confusing. Got a coin. I was hoping for a key. We got gems for days. What I really need now is keys. Damn. Okay. Alright, that'll give us a key. That'll give us steps, and I kind of need both. I haven't gotten the other bedroom that every time I go to a bedroom I get a bunch of extra steps, so I guess I'm going to do keys. We really need commissary so we can buy some keys. Or the place that you buy keys, whatever that place is called. The, I don't remember what it's called. Locksmith or whatever. This will give me crap tons of gems, but I have to backtrack to get them, and I do not have steps. Let's redraw in hopes that we get something that can give me keys. Commissary. This can give me steps. This can give me keys. It's not guaranteed. This is going to be our last day. That's why I'm being very specific about the choices I'm making. Damn, no keys. I don't really need gems. I could grab shovel, which maybe shovel could get me keys from places I haven't been able to dig yet. Grab magnifying glass, why not? So I have shovel and I have metal detector. If I get the room that I could make stuff, that could be nice. I've yet to find the security room. Oh, I'm so used to doing utility closet and security room. Damn. Well, we're gonna run out of things. Garden shed. Well, we're going to the courtyard. We're gonna run out of steps here. At least we have a shovel here. Any keys? Well, we get some steps. That's nice. Problem is if this is locked, we're screwed. Damn it. Alright, I think we're effed. Were there any other keys anywhere? Well, there were terrace and spare green room where I could potentially dig. Did the garage have a place to dig? I think there might be a couple places I could potentially dig. Even if I got keys, I don't think I'd be able to get back to either of the rooms, but 5 away for one of them. I'll try my best. Garage, I think, is actually just too far away. It's all the way around. There are 2 green rooms over here, so maybe one of these can get me something. The terrace has no place to dig. How crappy of a green room are you, terrace? I guess they clean it up here. Nah, no digging either of these places. 4 more. I think we just have to call it a day. Unless we get a lot of procs from our shoes, and I can run out the side door to the garage. Okay, we got another shoe proc. And another shoe proc. Okay. It's not really going to do us any good, because there's no way we get to where we need to go. Yeah. Another shoe proc. Wow. I wonder what the chances are on that. Okay, well, we got more steps again. But without keys, we just can't do anything with our steps. Is there anything we can do with our steps? No. I think we looked everywhere over here. The only thing that this opens up to is this room over here, which we're going to have to draft first every day, which is going to cost us... I think we have to walk out of the front, which is going to be 1 step, walk over here 2, and then 3. So it's going to cost 3 steps every day to do that. But it's probably worth, because it feels like you can get some really good, like, buffs for the rest of your day. I'm gonna go over here one last time because we don't have enough time for me to start another day. So I'm gonna just check over here, see if anything's happened with any of these doors or anything. I think I'd know if anything had. I wonder if this door opens when the radiation level gets too high. And that's how you get into some of these doors where it says doors open when the radiation levels get to a certain level or whatever. Alright, I think that is our final day of the stream, my friends. I hope you all had a good time. This game is super chill, super fun. I'm really enjoying exploring it and learning new stuff every day. The progression's a lot of fun. Let's end our day to see what kind of mansion we made on our final day. What did we make? We made a red villa. An outer room shelter that protected the negative rooms from the next 3 rooms drafted. Shelter seems OP. I'm going to want that probably every time. So, my friends, as usual, thank you for hanging out. If there's anybody new to the stream, if you are new, I hope you hit the follow. Come join us again. We'll be playing more of this every day this week, except maybe Thursday, when I might not stream, or I may only do a short stream. Tomorrow, we'll definitely be playing some more of this. Thursday, I'll probably do like a 2-hour stream, which will give us like a couple runs before I gotta get off for a one-on-one final pre-show thing to get my first show scheduled with the Murder Mystery Company I'm joining. So, as usual, my friends, thanks for all the support, the bits, the follows, the subs, the gifted subs, lurking, hanging out, all the awesome, amazing stuff you all do to support the stream. I couldn't do without you awesome people. I will see you all tomorrow. So until next time, peace out, happy gaming, enjoy this sea shanty. I'll see you all later. Have a good night, my friends.